Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up. Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't.
Greetings, Redheads. Thank you for joining me in another episode of your favorite show, the one, the only Red View. I am your gracious host, Jay Red, and I am joined by some legends. You know that we always do shows and chop it up with those who came before us. We give them their flowers and their roses on Wednesday. We got the Force MDs. What's happening, y'all?
What up?
What's up, man? What up? What the deal? We here.
Yes, indeed, man. It's just an honor to be, y'all helped us New Jack Swing and incorporating hip hop and R&B together, man. So it's just a pleasure to be able to have y'all on here. Thank you so much for joining me.
Hey, man, it's a pleasure, man. We love definitely giving interviews, talking, to all the younger heads, just to get give them the knowledge, man. Yeah, to give them the history and the knowledge, man. Yeah,
For sure. So yeah, man, y'all take it back for us on how it all began, because I know y'all originally Staten Island, right?
Yeah. We was the first ever to do it from Staten Island, man. Of course, we was known as the Forgotten Borough, but we had to change that up, because we was out there, singing in the streets of Times Square, singing on the Staten Island Ferry as the LDs at first, and then me being in the LDs, I was in another group also called the Force MCs with a DJ by the name of Dr. Rock. So as the Force MCs, the rap part of us, we was at, first Staten Island group to go up to Harlem World, all these Bronx, Savoy Matties Bronx, all these Zulu Nation things, and made our name as rappers. Everybody knows, hey, these guys from Staten Island, they can rap. We just made a name of stuff. We was heating up the streets. But on the other end, as the fantastic LDs, we were singing on the Staten Island Ferry, Times Square. That was our hustle, make money, man. We sang, put the hat out. People used to put a lot of money in the hat everywhere we went, man. So that was like, our motto was, if you broke, let's hit the boat.
Hit the boat. Hit the boat.
That's right, man. and that's pretty much how we started, getting warmed up in the game. And one day on Staten Island Ferry, Mr. Magic of WBLS of the Rap Attack seen us performing and asked us, "Yo, man, y'all gotta check out my man Tom Silverman of Tommy Boy Records, man. I think he'll sign y'all, man, if he hears y'all." So we got together, went there, and we brought the 4 LDs and the Force MCs there together. We all just performed for him, auditioned for Tommy Boy, and he signed us, man. And we had to change the name to the Force MDs because we had 2 names. We just blended the names together and called it the Force MDs.
It stands for musical diversity. Musical diversity. For rap, sing, dance, the whole thing,
Yeah. So we pretty much like one of the architects of R&B hip hop.
Word. And I think that's so important, because now you got so many people that have offspring from you. So now every rapper pretty much sings, and
exactly
rap. So how did y'all think to blend that in? Because it was other people doing it too, but how did y'all come up with the idea like, hey, we're gonna blend 2 genres together?
Hello, you want to go on that, or you?
Well, no, you can break it down, Steve, because pretty much my brother Steve, they was rapping and we was singing, and pretty much at that time it was just like putting a song together that combined both of those elements together, which at that time wasn't what people normally heard at that time. We was just getting out of the disco, the funk zone and whatnot. It's like now it's like finding that doo-wop style hip hop soul with that soul doo-wop with hip hop, and that's what the Force merged together and became the architects and the pioneers of that, And that, like I said, when you're young, you don't know what you're concocting together. That's going to be, something that's, something rich and new that generations from now is going to embrace and, put and make that, a genre of music that's, relevant and that's really like, prominent and valuable right now. And the thing is, when we hear that, when you see the BET Awards, the Soul Train Award, when you see R&B and hip hop, you need to see the face for some these face coins somewhere on them pictures. You know what I mean?
Word. That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, you're gonna think Drake started it. You know what I mean? And no disrespect to Drake, we love Drake music, and we love everybody that's doing what they're doing. But I'm saying, like, everything has a origin and a history to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you look at it too, man. Like it came a long way. It came from Freddie Wap to Drake, but Drake is the face of it right now.
Yeah, definitely. And
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think that's what unique about y'all sound that it stood out. So it led to the signing with Tommy Boy Records, and it was a bunch of other acts on there. How was it to be a part of the emerging scene of like hip hop and everybody that was associated with Tommy Boy? How was it being a part of that record?
No, it was good, man. It was good. We was definitely on a real good. The label had a lot of big like. I got to give Tommy Boy credit on this. Everybody he put in there, he had a great roster. A lot of them cats came legends, Naughty by Nature, Queen Latifah, De La Soul, RuPaul, Digital Underground. Oh, they got TKA. They had a big roster of people, Coolio, House of Pain, all these. They had a great roster, man. And even Nori's with Tommy Boy. Noriega was Tommy Boy.
We love you, Rock King. You know what I
mean? Yeah, before Wu-Tang. So Tommy Boy definitely had a pretty good, him and Monica Lynch had a good ear in picking out a lot of people, man. If I forget this group, this phone will drop. Stetsasonic, man.
Stetsasonic, yeah.
Yes, I cannot ever think about not mentioning them. They are so important to this hip-hop game, man. First hip-hop band. Yeah, man. So, Tommy Boy definitely had his good nose to picking acts, but he also missed a lot of acts too, but he did pick some good ones. And we appreciate being on it. We definitely appreciate being on that team, man, and, contributing to the whole Tommy Boy sound.
Now, I know that in the 80s, there was another group with the name Forces, Full Force. How many times did they get y'all confused, man?
If I count over 1 million, whatever too much, man, it's too many times. I mean, even calling us on stage.
They are brothers, man. We love them,
brothers. They are brothers, yeah. They are brothers, though, but even calling us on stage.
You know what? I just got off the phone. Yo, look, I just got off the phone with Bowlegged Lou like an hour ago, man. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yo, we get it a whole lot, man. If it wasn't for her, they take such beautiful souls, man. It's just like we don't mind, man. It's all love with us in Full Force.
Right. Now, man, let's talk about a couple of your classics. Now, it's important because everybody who made music back in the 80s, we still don't play some of them. Y'all are a part of that group that was able to have those classic records last over time. And one of them in particular was Tender Love. Y'all got to walk us through that. Tell us, how did that come about? That's one of the most, a lot of people have sampled that song, and it's still to this day, you hear the, you're like, oh, snap. So just tell us the great.
Yeah. That's definitely a captivating piano on that record, man. It's like a music box. When you play it, you just can't stop. It won't leave your head. That was, of course, produced by the legendary Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam. That was their first ever crossover record to go pop. Before Janet Jackson, anybody else they produced, because they before that they produced like SOS Band and a couple other acts, but Tender Love was their first crossover success record. So that record opened the doors for everybody else that came in back of that, from New Edition to everybody. So we thank them for that. That record came from the movie Crush Groove. They needed a ballad. They told Jam and Lewis to make a ballad. They introduced the ballad to other people because they had us at first being in the movie of Crush Groove, but New Edition they came and they the ones who did the movie. We just they told us how about us doing the soundtrack because New Edition was a more popular actor we were. So we did the soundtrack and Tender Love was the first thing that came to the table. They asked other artists to do it, but they didn't really want to do it. Yeah, even No Edition, but it didn't happen, and it fell in our laps. We went in the studio. It took 2 hours to make, a little over 2 hours to make, and they predicted that it would be a hit record, but they didn't predict it would be a classic, but they predicted that it would be a hit record. Yeah. And they was right, man. And that record, boy, I tell you, in elevators, supermarkets, everywhere you go, you hear that record, man. Like, wow. We didn't know. When it comes to the super producers, man. Shaheed.
What's up, man?
What's up, Shaheed?
No, Shai, you gotta jump off. You gotta jump off. I gotta jump off, Shai. I hit you by mistake with it. Shai.
You want me to jump off?
Yeah, you gotta jump off. Yeah, I hit you by mistake with it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were looking, man. I'm trying to figure out how to jump off.
He likes Tender Love too. Yeah. So yeah, man. So that record, just by the record, it did so much for us. Like so many people made remakes of it, like New Kids on the Block, Kelly Rowland, Alicia Keys. It's a line of people that did remakes of the song. So we really just pay homage to Jam and Lewis for giving us the song, the lyrics, the music, and we just put our voices on it, man. It just helped it become a classic, man.
Yeah. Now that's something I didn't know that was the first crossover pop hit.
Yes, it was, man.
Y'all helped start that, and then one of my personal favorite record from y'all. You could play this at barbecues. Every time I listen to this song, I just think of like sunlight, going outside, party, and Love Is a House. Love Is a House is.
Oh yes. Yeah, man. That came to us by Jeffrey Gorup from I keep saying his name wrong, but they two producers from London. Say that, Carlo?
Was it from England?
Yeah, from England. Yeah. The guys that produced that song. Two white guys from England actually produced that song. Because it was like, how the hell are we gonna follow Tender Love? But they came to the rescue, man, and came with that song. They let us listen to the demo for like a week to just get the feel of the song and asked us if we want to do it. They kept saying, it's going to be a hit. I'm telling you, you got to do it. You got to do it. They kept telling us we got to do it. So we actually just went in the studio and did it, man. And we was on tour with Madonna at the time. When we heard, we was on a tour with Madonna overseas at the time. When they called us from the States, he said, hey, man, Love Is a House is the #1 record in the country. We was like, what? And boy, we got back to the States.
What was number 2? What was number 2?
Oh, I Can't Stop Loving You from Michael Jackson was number 2 at that time. So us being the biggest Jackson 5 fans in the world, we had a song on top of Michael for the first time. He was number 2, we was number 1. So that was big, man. That was real big for us, man.
Yeah, major. Like I said, those types of songs can just be, either people sample them or they just continue to grow over time. Because even today, y'all can go and play those songs, and it's our first time hearing them. So,
yeah,
how does it feel like when you go out now and perform? I'm sure you see younger faces. Like, of course, your fan base back then grew, but I'm quite sure you see younger people now who discover your music. How does that feel to appeal to the younger generation too?
It feels good, man, because the fans that come see us, they appreciate good music, no matter what age, no matter how old or how new. They appreciate good music. It sounds good to them. Like, hey, how can you sound too old? You gotta do this, but it's just good music, man. They appreciate it, man. We travel all over, man. You got people from all over, all different races and creeds, and they just like the music, man. They like the music, man, and that we appreciate that. We tell everybody put their phones in the air and do this, and they just love it, man. And plus, we still sound good singing it. That's a big part of it. We still, you know, we still carry the sound singing it, man, and they appreciate that too, man. Like, and, you know,
don't get fooled by these great beards, bro. Don't get fooled, bro.
yeah.
Don't get fooled by the great beards, bro.
Sure. So do y'all state of R&B now? How do y'all honestly feel about it? This is how it was when y'all were coming in the 90s. Do you like the state of R&B? Or how do you feel about it?
In my opinion, I like to see more groups again. They really don't. They don't do the group thing no more. You know, everybody's just a solo act. They don't do the group thing. I think the women liked it when there was a lot of groups out. You know, they like to pick their favorite and just more of a nostalgia on stage, and people really like the group thing. You know, like Jackson 5, New Edition. Everybody like their little favorite person in the group. That's all missing right now. It's just that one person. And
you know what, Steve? You know what? Because if you like some Chinese, they got the K-pop. That group, the K-pop. That group is like, how many? Like 9 of them. Like the big, like 6 to 8 of them, right?
Yeah.
And yo, and they just be breaking mad records, man. Because like my brother said, they people want to see, groups again. Like, you know, but like I said, you know, I don't know if that's, you know, for some people that's, you know, putting out music or corporations or companies or labels, you know, that might not be. But the flip side of that is sometimes people don't like to deal with the issues that come with groups and stuff like that. Every time you got groups, it's like if it ain't no cohesive plan set up like how Wu-Tang or even like how Bev New Edition felt and it was able to like mobilize into different groups and stuff like that, it can be challenging. But then you do got groups that stand the test of time, like their music is timeless, they stand the test of time. But it can get interesting, it can get challenging, you know?
Yeah.
I know me, I always found myself going back to the old school and listening to it because it just felt like the music was more cohesive. You know, it was more just melodic. Nowadays, like everybody puts a vocalizer or auto-tune.
Yeah, it's a lot of that now. It's definitely a lot of that now. It's kind of like, you know, some of the, you know, I'm saying not all. Some of it's really good, but some of it's kind of like microwave. It comes and goes, but it's a lot of artists like sound pretty similar. They sound the same a lot. You know, a lot of them sound the same. But you know, like I said, they're new ears out here. This is what the young generation likes. All we could do is like, hey, that's good. We like that, but we like this too. You know, we still like this. You know, some of the younger that's why I express. Some of the young generation feels that. How can you that's old music. That's old school. But like I said, good music is good music no matter what it is. That's my thing. Old school, new school, good music is good music.
Yeah, you know what? You know, when you go back to the Motown, the Philadelphia International, Fat Records, stuff like that, with, you know, the way they made music, the way the musicians, you know what I mean, played music, you know, no samples and stuff like that. It just had another authentic approach to being creative that created classic and timeless music and whatnot. And not the way music is made now, because they got all type of plugins, like artificial intelligence plugins for your vocals to sound a certain way. And it's like, and all that works because, like, yeah, I think some of the kids that's growing up right now, they grew up with a phone in their hand with a computer. You know what I mean? So we're speaking about maybe a little like foreign to them, but at the end of the day, when they still hear it, it still transcends time because of how it was created from a pure place of creation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I understand that completely. Yeah, man. So talking about the past people y'all have had, but y'all got a couple of newer records that are out, and I heard them. And one of them in particular is called "Take a Stand."
Right.
Yeah. It's my nephew. It's my nephew that sing with us. Yeah, Zion, Take a Stand.
Yeah, man. That's a nice record, man, because it's not a lot of R&B artists who sing things like that, like what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? I think that you kind of reminded me of like when Marvin Gaye put out "What's Going On." You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
To do this, I really dig it. I dig that song.
Yeah, man. That's the approach. That's the approach he was going with. You know,
Yeah.
just go with
That's
what's
how,
going on now.
That's our nephew Zayn, who sang with Ice-T did a project with Ice-T. Ice-T is the
Yes.
executive producer. It's called Butter Smooth. But he's a little younger than us, but he kind of like resung all the classic joints. You know what I mean, that we consider timeless records and whatnot like that. You know, Ice-T, but these are songs like Ice-T that he was listening to, and that's on his playlist, and he had redid it, and the shit is flavor. The shit is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
And on
Yes,
top
it
of that,
is.
and we did some songs ourselves. I don't know if you heard "Fly with You." You know what I mean, we was talking about the people about the pandemic, people that lost people. There's another one called "Make You Happy" with Donnie Lyles, who's a big super producer. You know what I mean? So we've been working, man. We've been working, and I don't know. We got something called Forces, the Force MDs versus the Force MCs, and that's like a battle of us battling the rap side of us. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit gonna be hard, B. Trust me, it's a virtual performance. You're gonna be seeing it real soon, bro. You know what I mean?
I'm looking forward
Indeed.
to it. Like that Take a Stand goes hard, and then Make You Happy. I was jamming that earlier today. I'm like, okay, because see what I like about it, it gives you the old sound, newer production.
Right. It's like right in the middle. It's like right in the middle.
Yeah, and that's something I always our people that for us, because I love when people, you know what I'm saying? So when you bring that style into this production, like man, it's just on 10 because it feels like the 80s and the 90s again, except more up. So yeah, y'all keep doing y'all thing with that. Like I was excited when I heard that one. Other than that, y'all got any new projects that y'all have like on streaming or anything?
I didn't hear what he said. What did he say, Steve?
He said, "Do we got something on streaming and plat and
Like any newer, like y'all got like a newer project?"
Yeah, let me say something. We're about to drop something in another week, a few days in a week. It's I don't know if you've seen Versus. You've seen Ghostface versus Raekwon?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just did a Versus and stuff like that. So we had did some joints with Wu-Tang, like we on Ghostface album. It was a platinum album. We did the Daytona, did a few other songs on this album. It's a platinum album. Did the Bobby digital joint with gold and platinum as well. And we got a joint nobody really heard of. It's like a lost classic, we call it, with Raekwon. It's called The Mighty Force MCs. We're going to be dropping that soon on Sony Orchard. All right? So you'll be able to check that out on Sony Orchard. The joint we dropping with featuring Raekwon. You know what I mean?
Oh man, that's gonna be. I gotta definitely look out for that.
yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you something. We dropped it. It was like we dropped it. We dropped it before all this digital platforms and shit. But the shit is so hard. We heard this shit. We was like, yo, we gotta drop this shit again, man. We gotta drop it out, because it was done independently. But now we're gonna put it on the Sony Orchard distribution platform. So we want more people to really embrace it, and see the marriage of the R&B and hip hop. And even see, like I said, because we came up, we all from the same, borough with the Wu-Tang and stuff like that. So it's just good to do, music with your comrades. And we also did something called Daydreaming with Pop the Brown Hornet. I don't know if you heard that. The Daydreaming joint?
Oh no, I don't think I heard that.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, we dropped that like a month ago. All right? So Daydreaming.
Produced by Phantom of the Beat.
Yeah, Phantom of the Beat, Hodge, Phantom of the Beat. And,
UMCs, some UMCs, yeah.
Yo, we just making music, man, because, right now, the way the music industry, just make music, man, and we making it for our audience and people that, want to hear quality good music, man. That's pretty much the game plan. Just make music, because we ain't going to never stop making music, you know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So that's dope, man. Of course, you always I'm gonna listen to it, stream it, all that good stuff. But like I said, this is monumental to have y'all a part of the show. Thank y'all so much for coming on. Like I said, like y'all legendary. Like I love that sound from the and to be able to have y'all on this show. So much. We wouldn't have types of shows if it wasn't for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, brother, we appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you, brother. Thanks for having us, man. For real, man.
Absolutely.
Right,
Appreciate
definitely.
the support, brother. Yeah, man. Yo, hey, listen, you hear me?
Yeah.
Now we got a show. It's called Unity TV and Radio. We interviewed everybody from Bobby Brown, everybody you can think of in the industry, man. We'd love to have you as a guest and let more people know what you're doing on our end as well. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to Rob. Shout out to Rob Schwartz, Kevin Crump, and I'm gonna let Rob know and we can kind of put it together. All right?
Okay, bet. Yeah, bet that. Y'all head out.
All right.
Name out your social media.
All right.
You know, you said social media.
Oh yeah, just at ForceMD. Instagram is at official ForceMD. Just let y'all know, our Instagram page got hacked, so we just kind of build it back up. Some Russians hit us, try to get 2,000 Bitcoins from us and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you go with your Facebook at ForceMD, Twitter at ForceMD, and Instagram is at official ForceMD. All right, so that's where we at right now, and we look forward to, like I said, connecting with everybody and spreading this good music, man.
Okay. Yeah, bet that.
That's right. All right, my brother. Salute, man. Salute.
All right, Redheads, this has been this week's episode of Red's View. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/WeAuthenticNetwork. Follow me at JA.RD on all social media platforms. Hey, Red, ForceMD. Red's View.
Peace.
Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up. Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up. Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up. Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, give up, give up.